about it? Let's see about it, you guys. The first trip on the progressive shocks, front and back. Ow, my goodness. First, first trip to work. I can already tell you right now, this thing has got to be about an inch. It's got to be about an inch, maybe an inch and a half taller. I know a lot of people, they like to have their bikes lowered. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you ride aggressively and you really want to get after it, your ground clearance is important. Trying to look cool and all that. That's why I got the 109 and maybe get the Harley for the cool factor. But to be able to ride and do what these bikes are designed to do, that's why I'm looking. That's why I'm looking for a good suspension.
On three, Slappy adventure. 1, 2, 3. Slappy adventure.
Suspension. Scratch at. I'm looking for a great suspension, and I think I found it, you guys. I do have traction suspension in my full 2012 GoldWing, and I was gonna go with it with this bike, but they had a little bit of a back order on the front springs, so I went ahead and opted to go with the progressive. And I purchased, look at that, and I purchased it from Wing Stuff. I got the whole kit and caboodle from wingstuff.com. I got the front forks. I got the rear spring, and I bought a seal and bushing kit for later on, just in case, because the GoldWing and the F6B uses the same kit, same springs, just about everything. It just got a little bit different body. So I went with a 15 weight fork oil, which OEM hollers about 10 weight. I went with a little bit heavier weight synthetic Lucas fork oil, and I got it from O'Reilly's. So here we are. And the reason why I done this, I know you get people saying, I thought the GoldWing was supposed to be so smooth. The GoldWing supposed to ride good at the Cadillacs or motorcycles. And they are now. Don't get me wrong, they are. But don't you know, even though if you got a Cadillac, every now and again you got to change the springs and the shocks on that bad Oscar. I don't give a daggone what kind of vehicle you got. You gotta.
Alright, you guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification, and personalize it.
Replace parts. And with this being done is I got 31,000 miles. I was starting to bottom out on the back. The front was already hitting. And I'm not hitting no more. Let me just put that out there. I'm not hitting at all in the front or the back. But when we first put it in, I put it in on the very high setting because that's what I was used to. I've been riding with it since I've had it with the preload cranked all the way as high as it could go. And I was still bottoming out. So now I got it medium. I got it medium setting, and I'm not bottoming out no more so far. There's a few big bumps on my way to work that I really, really try to avoid, and I'm going to hit them today just to see what it's doing. So this is the first maiden voyage of the progressive spring upgrades. These are upgrades, y'all. Don't you know when you go buy a big old monster truck, they be a brand new truck, they taking wheels and tires off, put them big old wheels and tires on there. And then they get bigger springs and coil-over shocks. They upgrading their vehicle. Some people say they downgrading it, but I'm just saying stock parts or some, and they are good. They work for people. But when you 360 pounds sitting on a bike that was made for a daggum Japa Chinaman that weighs about 130 pounds, you're going to worry out them old daggum bullshit ass, stock ass bike. Here's a bump right here, and it took it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I might have did a good thing on here. And here goes my hook 'em slappy curve that I go to work. Get on ramp, and normally, I can scrape my toe. I'm down pretty good. I did feel the road with my boot, but I'd have been all over my damn pinky toe by now. Let's take it up the road, and let's have a see on some of these big bumps that I try to avoid on my way to work. Let's ride. Guys, there was a pretty good chance of rain today, 55%. Then it dropped down to like 18%, and I went through that dark cloud back there, and I got a little shower. That's all right though. That was one of the main reasons why I put my V-string back on here. But that is not what this part of this video is about. I'm coming up on my intersection for 40 and 75. Go this way, you go to Knoxville. Go that way, you go towards Chattanooga or Nashville. But this particular lane right here would knock your dick straight in the damn mud, you hear me? On my old suspension. And I can take it like a boss. Here we go. Let's see how it feels. That's 110% better than what it used to be. That bump will knock you down, will hit you in your backbone. Good God Almighty, it felt like Mike Tyson and uppercutted you right in your butthole. It took it like a champ. I still try to miss that bump because it's a hard bump. I don't give a damn what suspension you got. But it would really be bad before I got the upgrades in this suspension. All right, let's continue to work. Here we go. All right, you guys, we still at it. And so far, so good. Man, well, this definitely is an upgrade from what I've been riding on it for the last 2 years, or a year and a half. This is where I get on my other road. And this is a Sunday, so it ain't a whole lot of traffic out here as far as people getting off work and all that kind of stuff. But it definitely is an upgrade. See if I can take this right here like a champ. Just take it like a boss, you guys. Woo! Can't wait to get this bad boy on that dragon. See how it performs, keeping this bike planted on the ground. All right, let's take it to work. tell you what, I am just about at Food Line. That is the job. So far, so good. I'm a pretty happy camper. Some of those hard bumps and boogity roads that I usually hit on my way to work feel so much better on my back. I'm definitely about an inch or so taller on the bike, and that's real good when you trying to get that thing to lean and take those curves. So, job well done. Stay tuned for some more. Now it's time to get this money. Start paying for these things. Go to Popo. Start paying for this stuff. There he is. That's where it all goes down. Food Line. Extra low prices. Follow me for fresh. And we are hiring, by the way. Come get this money. Come on, get this money, y'all. All right, let's go park this thing and get it done. Come on, let's go check out the inside.